As chairman of the Religious Freedom Coalition, I'm most concerned with the rights of Christians, particularly the Iraqi Christians who have been forced from their homeland and who live as refugees in Jordan and other nations. But I am becoming more and more concerned by the rights of Christians and the rights of all Americans right here in the United States of America. I've worked all over the world in third world nations. I worked in the Soviet Union up to the time of the Great Collapse and even after. I've worked in Central America and the various dictatorships there and visited and gone on fact-finding missions in Northern Africa. There's one thing common about third world nations and those that have not or will not embrace a democratic form of government. In virtually all instances, every time there is a regime change, there are investigations and imprisonments of the previous regime. We now see that coming to the United States. The fact that a prosecutor has been appointed in order to investigate the alleged crimes of former people in the Bush administration, of members of the Central Intelligence Agency, is a very big concern. In a democracy, once someone is voted out of office, they're gone. They're not a concern anymore, unless somebody has a bigger agenda and wants to perhaps even change form of government. The other factor that I saw in my various works overseas in third world nations and in those that don't embrace democratic forms of government, such as the Sudan, is the fact that the administrative head of state, the president or prime minister or whatever he might want to call himself, has a personal police force and can hold and interrogate individuals. I didn't think that I'd ever see this happen in the United States. It certainly doesn't occur in Great Britain or France or Germany, at least not current Germany. It did in Nazi Germany, of course. But now we have the administration, the White House in the United States, which has recently announced that they have set up a special interrogations unit. Now, allegedly, this special unit, which reports only to the President of the United States, will only interrogate individuals that may be involved in terrorism. They say that they want to take this out of the hands of the CIA to make sure that there are no abuses. But there's a much bigger problem here. No one should be directly arrested by the White House for any reason, for terrorism or anything else. No one should be arrested at the direction of the President of the United States. No one should be interrogated at the direction of the President of the United States. These are actions which should only be done by agencies and individuals that are a step away from the presidency. Why? Because in several instances, and it has happened in the past, including Richard Nixon and Bill Clinton, when it is necessary to investigate the President of the United States, or those that are operating directly under him. If the president has the police powers, if the president is the one conducting the interrogations, that safety net in order to stop an imperial presidency is gone. We move down the line. We move down the line toward failure as a nation state. Dictatorships fail. They fail because they don't have the support of the people. In a democracy, people leave office voluntarily when they lose an election. In a dictatorship, someone only leaves office feet first. We see this situation developing in Central American nations and South American nations as they move back toward dictatorship. We see it with Chavez in Venezuela with his lifetime presidency and promoting lifetime presidencies in other Latin American countries. We see it with Chavez and with Fidel Castro having police powers and having powers to interrogate and hold individuals for long periods of time. Now, make no mistake, some of this did go on with terrorists during the Bush administration. However, it was done by agencies that were separate from the presidency. Obama wants to move that power within the White House, and this is a very dangerous situation. Right now, we need to contact our congressmen and senators, and we have to make clear to them that a law must be passed immediately, barring the administration, this administration, any administration, Democratic or Republican, from having police and interrogation powers. This is something that the President of the United States should not have the power to do. This is the responsibility of the FBI. Overseas, it's the responsibility of the CIA. Locally, it's the responsibility of state and local police departments, the sheriff office in a county. It is not the responsibility of the President of the United States. Shouldn't be. It's a seizure of power which could lead down the road, maybe even not with this president, but somewhere down the road, to a grievous conduct on the behalf of a president. Needs to stop now. Contact your congressman, contact your senator, and tell them no interrogation by the White House of individuals, whether they might be suspected terrorists or others. This job belongs to others. Thank you, and God bless you.